To design the packs, we have divided the contents by stages in the construction. That is one: plan, procure, construct, operate, and end of service life. And also inside each stage, we have divided into the resources, fields or flows affected in the construction sector. There are materials and waste, energy and water. As you can see here, we have made this because this facilitates to SMEs the adaptation of the packs to their needs. Sometimes they are more specialized in energy, they need more knowledge about materials and waste or more about one stage, so will be easy to detect where they have to select the modules they need. Here we have the training plan 1 example, that is starting circularity. As you can see here, the content is indicated in this column. Also, we have the format for this content, the training methodologies, that is from the table that we have analyzed before, the minimum time to implement this content, the approximate cost, and the progress and evaluation we propose. As we propose gamification, we show here by iconography that it's better to give a reward or an insignia when you finalize each module. Also, sometimes we propose when you finalize all the modules that are about a flow, a resource, for example, material and waste, to implement a trivia quiz inside the company by groups, and that can be a good group sharing knowledge about the things that have been implemented in the modules. So, for example, here we can see the module that we commented before that is common for all the packs, that is the introduction to circular economy in construction. Here we have all the key principles of circular economy that are prioritize regenerative and efficient use of resources, design for the future, assemble, construct for the future, rethink the business model, stretch the lifetime, use secondary resources, incorporate digital technology, collaborate to create joint value, and strengthen and advance knowledge. All this is material that is already created by the project, because we needed to have a global sharing common material, and we have implemented with some visual presentation and some quizzes that we call micro-learning courses. Also, to finalize this module, we have the circularity definition in materials, energy, waste, and water in all the flows that later we will see. So, for example, here we have the plan, that is the first stage. In starting circularity, we have plan and procure, and we can have here the flow, that is materials and waste, and inside this we have the first module, module 2, strategies of circular design in materials. As you can see here, you have first a visual presentation of reading material that is called, in the methodology that we have analyzed before, information pills, and is the main, and it's about explaining the main strategies related with materials in circular construction, at least to have a list that you can always come later to review in an easy way and in a quick way. Later we have all the contents in videos, but in information pills, that is videos with a case study where is shown a construction technique or a material, a type of structure, things like that, implemented in a real case study. And also there are some comments and conclusions in the videos saying how to do it, why it's good, things like that. For example, we propose, it's always better to have more case studies, but we will propose the minimum knowledge that we think at least they need. That is one case study of circular materials, and that is or low impact materials, or not critical, local, not toxic, bio-based, or prefabricated modular systems. Then we have a case study in reuse of materials in national level of closed loop, high quality reuse. One study, a case study of renovation, showing the saving versus new buildings. We have included here also, or is recommended, 2 products demonstration. In the case, for example, of the case study of circular material, if you have not been incorporating the video, maybe bio-based materials, it's a good opportunity to detect some product suppliers in your area to give you a visual presentation of these materials that you have not seen in the video. The idea of this, we will provide a list of some circular suppliers that are by country, and the idea is to also know all the materials that are already in the market but sometimes are not well known, that you can implement them and to create a network between all these SMEs. Also, as we said before, we have here a proposal of a visit on site to a case study with a detective game to a different case study from the list before. So here you can have this orally evaluation to finalize the module. Then we have here a module that is essential for us, that is tools, module 3, tools to support circular design in materials. For example, how to read EPDs, two cases studies of comparing EPDs, one with high impact and another with low impact, to know how you measure the materials, because it's very important to measure sustainability, to implement sustainability. And then we have also material circularity indicator, how to read material passports, and including BIM in circular applications. For example, here after materials we have the part of energy, is less extent. Here we have also in the starting circularity we have design and the tools to support this design. As you can see, we have it before in materials, now we have it in energy design to reduce energy demand. Later we have module 5, tools to support energy efficiency design. Then in water design to reduce water consumption, and tools to support water efficient design. This continue in the stage of procure. Is more extensive than that, because this is a instruction for the complete training plan. You can see the complete training plan in the guide that I showed you in the first sheet. Then we have here the training plan 2, construction works in circularity. This is different because even we have information pills to show this content, we have also incorporated workshops, practical workshops. You have here, for example, one workshop to choose how to implement, how to construct with straw bricks, ram earth, bioconcrete, for example, green roof or facade. Also here we have another workshop that is that you have to choose 2 from recycle, how to construct with recycled aggregates in concrete or mortar, recycle cotton insulation, etc. We propose for the workshop that have not implemented or you have no investment to do it in your SME, at least to provide 4 video tutorials of the techniques that have not been implemented in the workshops. As you can see here, we have also some gamification iconography. We have one for when you finalize the module, but also when you finalize the workshop, will be nice to incorporate some gamification, some rewards, some insignia, and also when you do these workshops. Here is proposed also that if you can't do this workshop, at least visit a case study that has this technique. For example, for the module 3, now we have not said that the module 2 was about build to close the loop of materials, and the module 3 is build to reduce impact. And then we have module 4 that is about build to reduce waste inside and in end of service life. This has 2 parts. So here we also have all the information pills with some workshops. Here we have some demonstration proposed, and in this case we have a content workshop about all to finalize the ideas learned in this module. As you can see, we have more modules here that you can see with more detail in the guide. We talk also here about the rethink the business model that is important for some profiles more than the others, and we always introduce some digitalization content because here is not so extensive as in the starting circularity, because the need of the construction works in circularity is more about how to read these plans, how to read some material passports, some documentation, more than to realize this documentation, to design this documentation. So to finalize, I put some part of the abstraction of the training plan 4, that it's advancing circularity. As you can see here is a more detailed modules in each flow. For example, in material, you don't have only a module about talking about all the materials that are circular. You have divided in, you have a division in modules of the different strategies to make the materials more circular. So I wanted to choose the circular materials in the buildings. The module 2 is about design to reduce the materials demand. The 3 is designed to close the loop of materials to reduce waste, etc. Here you have all the information pills, but it's always proposed to when you finalize a module, if you have a tutor detected in your area that knows about this content, to have a debate with them, or a mentoring, or something that can solve you some doubts and to give you deeper knowledge. So to finalize this presentation, only say that a workshop methodology have been proposed and have been developed, is in the guide. We have developed one workshop that is called practical, and the workshop 2 that is about an internal company competition. The workshop 1 it's about a demonstration by construction, one construction technique or element or installation that promotes circularity, and then to make the participants do the practical exercise. And then the workshop 2 is to to propose a problem related to the corresponding circularity module that is this workshop proposed inside, and to be solved and try to solve by groups, and the results have to be presented at the end of the activity. We say here that it's similar to a brainstorming, but with limited time, and with the competition factor that sometimes make more attractive to the participants. So we are still in progress developing these packs. We have all the training plans, we have all the methodologies, the evaluation method, and now we are in the process of validate this proposal with representative SMEs of each country to elaborate the final packs that will be uploaded for free access to the website of BUS-GoCircular in December 2023. These packs will include all the interactive material explained before, with the content shown in the presentation, in this present presentation, and proposals of products, visits, and workshops. If you are interested, there will be there in this website here. Thank you very much for your attention in the presentation.